TFM. The bulletin is coming to you live from our studios here at number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka here in Accra. It's also live across the country on a number of affiliates all around the world on citynewsroom.com. My name is Larte. This afternoon, I'm here with
Safo.
In this edition, over 1,000 residents at Sun City, a suburb of Budumbram, rendered homeless after a litigant of a land dispute moved to the area to evict them amidst police presence.
But
we have more on this for you. Also coming up, High Court in Accra expanses a testimony of Dr. McPalm from its records in the alleged destabilization plot case following his death. Still on Citi Prime News, tax analyst Dr. Ali Nachia expresses fears that government push for the implementation of new revenue tax bills will lead to massive job losses. And later, we tell you how inundation of cow dung at Sempe Dumase in the Gannorth municipality is making life unbearable for residents. All that and more here on Citi Prime News, which is live across the country on Premier 100.5 FM in Takrade Beach, 105.5 FM also in Takrade, Bono region, Greener 95.9 FM in Sunyani. In the Ashanti region, we are live on Orange 107.9 FM in Kumasi, Eastern region, right 90.1 FM in Somanya, Volta region, Holy 98.5 FM in Aplau. In the Northern region, this is Dasuma 99.1 FM in Yendi, Upper East, Word 88.3 FM in Zarungu, and Upper West, Bugli Radio 88.6 FM in Wa.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Many thanks for joining us. Let's begin from here because over 1,000 residents of Sun City, a suburb of Budumbram in the central region, have been left stranded after they were evicted by a litigant of a land dispute. The litigant, identified as SNBB, carried out the eviction under the protection of the police. Personal belongings of the affected persons were thrown out of their rooms and entrances locked with fresh padlocks provided by the litigant. The litigant claims to have won a court case against property owners of the area. Some stranded residents shared their frustrations with Citi News.
But in fact, I didn't back compliment to me. I'm going to collapse because the rate is too much. Yeah, anymore. Because what does sorry when him say you have your freedom to go to work. Let's ask some way about it frustrated.
They are not land guards, but the way they did the operation was scary. We woke up to the presence of the police and task force at our doors to evict us. No one informed us about the demolition, and this is not good. They initially wrote on the walls, giving us warning, but we didn't know it was that serious. People are crying over the issues.
Possessed by something like that. But Miss Sadia women say who be sit down and no more better then you go and see them. Me that's the my name says Anna critical issues, sir. I'm stranded. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, patience buedu.
Okay.
You and pay your and on mobile so ye and yama. Na yes, na ya de kwa me ameti hwasume mu. Ye fiera is a letter
we were here this morning when the task force came and told us to move from the area. We don't have anywhere to go, and I can't go to my village because there's nothing there for me. We need government intervention.
You heard some stranded residents of Sun City, a suburb of Budumbram in the central region, who have been rendered homeless after they were evicted by a litigant of a land dispute. Central Regional Correspondent Calvis Tete has been following this particular story for us, and he joins us on the line with more. Well, Calvis, first paint a picture for us how this whole eviction exercise was carried out?
Well, the exercise started early this morning at around 8 a.m. in the morning, where the police and the task force from the Gomwa East Municipal Assembly came to evict persons who are occupying a land at the Sun City, a suburb of Gomwa Budumburam. They came very early in the morning while the people were just waking up from the night before, and then they just go into the room, bring the belongings of the individuals who are occupying the property out. This land we are talking about is a 15-acre land belonging to an investor, and according to sources, the investor had been back and forth in the court trying to get a court order to eject the people from the land. So this morning he came there to eject the persons who have built structures on the land. Interestingly, these structures do not belong to the land do not belong to the persons who are occupied them. According to them, certain individuals who have built on the land gave it to them for renter, and so they don't own it. But they are asking that even though the developer had gotten a court order to eject them, he should follow lay down procedures by giving them ample time to move from the land. Interestingly, the district chief executive for Gomwa is Solomon Dakupam, who refused to speak to us, says the method used by this litigant is not the best, although he has gotten a court order to eject them, that he should have given the people ample time to move from the land. So he has ordered the people to rather go back and settle in their various rooms, and then they should take their time and then move out. That is what is happening here.
And this exercise, you see, was under the supervision of a personnel from the Ghana Police Service?
Yes, under the supervision of the personnel from the Ghana Police Service.
But have you cited this particular court order that the litigant is using to evict these residents?
Well, for the court order, we have not cited it yet. The litigant himself was not around when the exercise took place. So we are hoping that we'll keep on deliberating with the police to see that they can give us this court order that actually pushes this litigant to remove the people from the land. The people here, they are stranded. Most of them are coming from far, and then they are saying that they don't have anywhere to go. Most of them have children and wives, and the fact that they have been ejected from their house, they don't know where to seek shelter. So they are asking on the authority, be it the Gomwa East District Assembly and the litigant himself, to temper justice with mercy and give them some time to move from the land.
But you say the litigant himself was not at the scene, and the district chief executive has also decided not to speak to you, but the police are on the grounds. Have you heard a word from them?
Well, according to the police, they are acting according to court order, and that they are just to implement the orders of the court by ejecting the people from the land. So, they can't speak to us, but they are just acting on orders from the court. They are still around the premises trying to ensure that people are moved out. But the DC came earlier and told the people to still settle in until they are given ample time to move from the premises.
But in terms of magnitude, how many homes have been destroyed, have been affected by this particular incident, and also how many residents, if you are able to put a number to it? Over thousands, you say?
Well, I would say over 1,000 houses, because the Gomwa Budumburam area, if you know that area, they build these small houses. So there are lots of houses around that area. So over 1,000 houses, if I could point a figure to it. And so each structure houses about maybe 5 or 6 families. So you can imagine the numbers. It's over 1,000 people who have been evicted from the land, and they are worried that such an action has been taken just in the meantime, just to move them from there. But they believe that they should be given some time to move from the structures.
And these affected persons, you say, are appealing for ample time from the litigant they've had no idea about. So in terms of what next for them, how are they going to cope?
Well, some of them I spoke to say that for now, they have to patch with friends and family. They have to just look for somewhere to be residing the temporary. They have to look for friends and family who can give them accommodation, which is just a temporary thing. But they are hoping that, they can get time to stay in their structure, find a place, and then move out. So that is what they are asking for.
All right, thank you. That's Central Regional Correspondent Calvis Tete telling us about that eviction exercise at Sun City, a suburb of Budumburam.